Use Action Master Monkey Bot.
Well, that's just prime.
You suck.
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Transformers R.E.D series, and it's Optimus Primal. Now, I found this guy at a local Walmart down in Franklin, Indiana, and this is the only time I've ever seen this figure on the shelf. I got a feeling that he's pretty darn popular because he looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Primal in the packaging, and he does look cool. It says Transformers, the R.E.D series. There he is. We've got some nice artwork. It's got Beast Wars at the top of it. It's got this really cool wraparound artwork. So there he is with his sword right there, and it wraps around to the front, looking cool. Very nice. It says Beast Wars Optimus Primal. This guy's very hefty. Looks very cool. Definitely digging that. He does have accessories. He's got his swords right there with some additional hands. So the back of the package just has him. It's got his accessories, what he can do, all the fun things. So there he is with his swords and all of his things. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get him out of box and see what we think. So here we have Optimus Primal out of the packaging, and this guy does look cool. He's big, he's bulky, he's very well sculpted. He looks a lot like the Beast Wars character. Maybe one of the most faithful adaptations that we've seen in plastic, and I definitely dig that. Now, he does come with his swords, extra hands. Now, these swords are super difficult to get into the hands. I had to pry them open, and I advise just to leave those things in because you're never going to get them back out. Now, these are the hands he comes with packaged in box. They're closed fists, and they're easy just to be able to swap them in and out off of the figure. So you just kind of take them right here and unplug them off the ports like this, and we're going to take this one off as well, and then we're going to go ahead and plug these fists onto his forearms like thus, and there we go. Just easier to do it that way and leave the swords in the hands and put which ones you want up on the figure. Now, he does have some other parts. So he's got this backpack, which has got little fur, and then it plugs into a port on his back right there, and then it's got the guns that he's got in the show, so they rotate upright, so you can, plug this here, and then he's got his guns, and then they can, move forward like that. Super cool, definitely dig that. And then you can lift them up and store them on the backpack, do what you want. So I'm just going to take that off real quick. He also has this breastplate right here that you can actually remove, and he's got his gorilla pecs underneath it, which is kind of cool. Now, as far as the articulation goes, his head does move back and forth. It moves up and down. It's on a ball joint. The shoulders do have a little give, so you can move. Now, this one's got some super stiff arms at the shoulder, but they do go in and out. This arm moves a lot better up and down. There is a swivel up at the top, and then he's got the elbow joints, very ratchety. He's got a swivel, of course, at the wrist there, and then he's got an ab crunch right here, but this does not work when you've got the armor on, so be aware of that. And then his leg kicks up that far, doesn't kick back much, doesn't go out too much. This is a very stiff ratchet joint, so be aware of that. And then he does have a swivel at the waist, and he's got a really nice double jointed knee. Again, very stiff joint, so be aware of that. And then his feet do move up and down, and what I like, the pistons move up and down as well. I think that's very cool. And then he's got these kind of rear hinges on his feet. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, but yeah, those are there. So that's basically it for your articulation. Now, there is a feature with the swords themselves, so if you take a look at the swords, they are sculpted well, I do like them, but there's these hooky pieces that you can actually connect the two swords together. Be careful, mine's already got some stress marks in it though, because it's very, very tightly jointed, but you're going to clamp these two pieces in together like that, and it's going to create the double sword, which looks cool, but if those pieces break, it's obviously not going to work, but I do like it. And even if those pieces did break, I guess you could still use them as the two swords, which is how I'm going to pose it anyway. But yeah, you can do that. Now, the other gimmick on this figure is super awesome. If you take a look at the forearm, you're going to notice there's this kind of etched out line, which is kind of hard to see, and there's a button right here that you're going to push. So if you push that inward like that, you're going to notice that it pops up on the other side ever so slightly, and then you can raise this up and you get his forearm blasters. I had no idea that this thing could do that. So again, we're just going to push that piece forward. We're going to find it. There it is. We're going to push this forward and pull it upright ever so slightly. And this one likes to fall out, FYI, so just kind of be aware. They could pop off, they go right back in. But yeah, definitely cool. This is an amazingly fantastic little hidden feature that they put in there. You can get the guns all lined up, so you can be like all pew, 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 pew. So yeah, that is definitely cool, and you just push them back down, flip these back around, and yeah, I had no idea that that gimmick even existed. Taking a closer look at the figure itself, I love the sculpt work. I think this looks just like Optimus Primal from the show. I love the fur sculpt. The metallic blue is cool, the silver, the red eyes. I like the light blue on the chest there. The guns are nice. I like how he's got his little side earpieces upright. All in all, they did a great job getting that, you know, CGI look from Beast Wars. In fact, it probably looks better in this plastic form than it did in the original CGI. Now, taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpted well. I like the red and the white on the arms. The fur looks good. The backpack looks pretty good. It looks good with it out the backpack. The chest piece, again, looks nice. Looks good without as well. I like the swords. They, you know, that nice silver look, the blue. I will say those are very, very difficult, again, to get in and out of the hands. I had to use tweezers to pry open the hands to get the swords in there, and be careful about those little clips. I'm just going to leave them in the hands and display them as is. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, I like the sculpt work, the red on the knees, the fur sculpted well, the black, the white, the gray feet. I love the fact that the little pistons actually move up and down on his feet and legs, just like they did on the original toy. That is a fantastic nod, and it stands really well on the feet. I'm not really sure why the back ankles have the articulation, but it's there, I guess. For comparison, here we have the Red Series Optimus Primal with the Red Series Cheetor and Soundwave. And gotta say, I really like this guy next to Cheetor. I think that was a great Red Series figure, and it's nice to see them side by side, although I think Cheetor's a little tall in comparison, and, well, this thing blows that Soundwave out of the water. And then here we have the Optimus Primal Red Series figure next to the Megatron and Optimus Prime Red Series figure. And again, this thing just beats Optimus Prime hands down, I think. And Megatron being my previous favorite Red Series figure, well, I think it just got outclassed. So is the Transformers Red Series Optimus Primal something that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm going to say yes, unless you are anti-non-transforming Transformers. This thing is sculpted well. It's got so many features on it. I had no clue that it had the forearm guns until I got it out of the box. It comes with some really great accessories. Looks just like the character from the show, and quite frankly, I think it's the best one of the line. So if you do like the Red Series, this is definitely one to pick up. If you are a Beast Wars fan, I think you're definitely going to like this. and it's just an all-round really, really nice figure. There are some issues, like I said, with the clips on the swords, kind of stressing when you combine them together, so be aware of that. Also, getting those open hands to actually hold the swords, very, very, very difficult and kind of annoying, to be honest. Other than that, everything else is really, really good. Some of the joints may need heated up, so be aware of that before you start moving around. Otherwise, this is a fantastic figure, and in my opinion, the best the Red Series has given us to date. So there he is, Optimus Primal from the Red Series. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to click all the things, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for new videos, and follow me on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description below.